Hi, thanks for joining me for class today. So we have lots of upper body. Make sure you go slow, take knees if you need knees, skip a vinyasa if you need to skip a vinyasa, and a little bit of everything else just because. So enjoy your practice. So let's come to stand at the top of the mat. Feet hip bone distance apart. Make sure the toes point forward here, grounding down into the four corners of the feet. A gentle tuck of the tailbone, pulling the pelvic floor up, pulling the lower belly in and up. Engage along the sides of the body. Extend out through the crown of the head so we stand tall. Begin to notice your breath. And gently begin to expand into each breath. Eventually making your way to your nice full yoga breath. Remember to stay connected to the breath, and we'll begin to add movement. Inhaling as we reach the arms up, and exhaling to bring them back down. Let's do that again. Once more like that. And with the inhale, we'll come back up to the top again, interlacing the fingers here. Gently exhale, tip yourself to the right. And then inhale, come back up to the center. Exhale and take yourself to the left. Inhaling back to the middle. Follow your breath side to side like this, relaxing the shoulders away from the ears, keeping the feet even, and gently tipping into the side a little bit deeper with each breath. Let the shoulder draw open and really open up the side of the body. Once more on each side. And when you're back to center, release your arms, exhaling. Bring the hands to the breast on the thighs and exhale yourself into a half fold. Little bend into the knees, and inhale as you roll your spine all the way back up to standing again. So connected to the breath, exhaling as you come forward, inhaling as you round back up again. Taking a few more flows like that. Let's take it back over into the half fold. Hold here. Bending at the knees enough to rest the forearms on the thighs, take the left hand and sweep it up toward the sky. The hips may shift a little bit here. It's fine for now. Nice big full breath. And release the twist. Taking the second side, sweep the right arm up. And release. Coming back to center, take the legs straight again. And see about gently working into a little bit deeper fold, if you have a deeper fold. We want to keep the shoulders back, so maybe the fingertips touch the floor, maybe they don't. So if you have a block, certainly use a block up underneath your fingertips. We're going to lift the left leg straight back. Ideally, heel in line with the hip, leg straight. And then we bend into the right knee, take it straight. Do that again. One more time like that. Bend back into the right knee and step the left foot way back into lunge. Allow yourself to shift and wiggle into your hips a little bit here. Remember, you can take the left knee to the mat if you'd like. We're going to take the right leg straight and fold over the leg. So you can prop up on blocks here if you need, or the shin or the thigh even. Keeping the hips square, shoulders pulling together on the back. Bending into the knee again, come to a full lunge, knee down variation if you want. Bringing the right hand to the hip, let's twist. Turning the belly toward the thigh, turning the side ribs toward the sky, drawing that right shoulder back. Looking up or lifting the right arm if that makes you happy. And then releasing, come back to the lunge. Pressing into the right foot, let's lift that left leg parallel to the ground again. Flex through the foot, we're in a bend, and straighten that right knee a few times again here. Feel your glute yet? Releasing, come back to fold. Come up on the fingertips again, sweeping the right leg straight back. Again, ideally parallel to the ground, maybe yes, maybe no. Bend the left knee, take it straight. Bend and straighten again. One more time. Bending into the knee, step way back into lunge. Same idea here, just let yourself shift and wiggle. Remember the knee down variation if you need it. Finding a center, taking the left leg straight and folding over the leg. Keeping the hips square, spine long. Bending back into the knee for a lunge, and then adding the twist on this side. Left hand to the hip, rotating around through the spine. Pressing through the back heel and extending out through the crown of the head. Remember, the right knee can be on the floor here. Releasing the twist. Press into the left foot so we can lift that right leg again. Parallel as much as you can make it. Bend and straighten that left knee. One more time. Releasing the right foot, come back to fold. Plant the hands from here and we'll step back into a down dog. Allowing yourself to shift and wiggle in down dog. And begin to settle in here. From our down dog, coming forward into a plank position. Remember, you can have a knees down variation, and we're going to flow with our breath. So inhale as you shift forward into your plank, and then exhale as you move back into down dog. Make sure the belly's pulled in to support the back. Connected to your breath here. Once more forward. And back into down dog. Drop it down to your knees and take a child's pose. Lifting back into your down dog. We're going to add on. So let's lift the right leg straight back. Keep your hips square and your belly pulled in. Same as before, inhale forward into a plank. Exhale into a dog. Keeping the toes up off the floor. Don't worry about how high. Shifting back and forth like that. And as we're back in down dog, release the right leg. Shifting to the second side, lift the left. Inhale as you shift forward into your plank. Exhale and press yourself back into down dog. Remember, the right knee can be on the floor as you come forward. And same here, don't worry about how high that left leg is. Back to down dog again. And release the left foot. Let's drop down to the knees again and sit back in child's pose for a few breaths. Back into down dog. Lifting the right leg again. Let's open up the hip this time. Take the toes really high, bend at the knee and point it toward the sky, working to keep the hands and shoulders even into the mat. Taking your legs straight, square up the hips again, but keep the right toes up off the floor as you shift forward into a three-legged plank. Back to three-legged dog. Release your right foot. Switching sides, lift the left. Open at the hip, take the toes high and bend the knee. Shoulders are level. Breathe. Take your legs straight, squaring your hips, slide it forward, three-legged plank. Belly in and back to three-legged dog. Releasing the toes, dropping down to the knees and into child's pose again. Lifting back into down dog. We'll shift forward into plank here. Bend the elbows tight to your sides and come down to the belly. Remember, you can take knees. Hands next to the side ribs, and we're just going to roll into the shoulders. So rolling the shoulders up, together, down toward your hip bones, and then releasing. Pressing up and back into down dog again. Stepping the feet forward, making your way back into standing fold. Bringing the hands up to the thighs, coming parallel to the ground again. Belly in, shoulders back, spine long. The hands can stay supporting or extend back, straight in line with the hips and waist here. If that's not enough work, you can stretch the arms off the shoulders out to the sides. Keep the legs straight, hips over the ankles, shoulders back, and if you want more, extend the arms forward. Listen to your body. The arms get really heavy. And bending into the knees, making your way into chair position. So arms can still be down, sides up. And then inhale, stretch to the sky. Exhale, release your arms back to your sides. Moving into sun salutes. Coming to the top of the mat and inhaling the arms up. Exhale, take yourself over into a fold. Inhaling, come halfway up, flat back. Exhale, make your way back into your plank, kneeling if you need knees. Take it down, slide the hands back and roll, pulling into your cobra. Exhale to release it, moving back into your down dog. Inhaling as we step the feet forward, back into the fold again. Coming halfway up on an inhale, exhaling over, and then coming all the way up, stretch to the sky, exhale and release. Again, like that, inhaling up, exhaling fold. Halfway up into monkey, exhale, step back plank. Take it down, elbows tight. Roll, pull, little press into cobra maybe, squeezing the elbows the whole way up and back, down dog. Inhaling, step forward. Coming halfway up on the next inhale, and then back over. All the way up, reach. Exhale, release. Adding on with this one, inhale into a chair, and then exhale into your fold. Coming halfway up, inhale, and exhale, back plank. Take it down, roll, pull, and press into your cobra, elbows in, and back to down dog again. With the inhale, we're going to step the right foot forward, toes to fingers, back knee or heel to the mat. Inhale as you lift all the way up. Exhale to come back down again, back into down dog. Inhaling, slide forward plank. Exhaling to the belly. Inhale, roll into cobra. Exhale, release, back to down dog. And then the left foot forward. Inhale, toes all the way to the fingers. Knee or heel to the mat and lift. Exhale to bring yourself back down into lunge, into down dog. Inhaling, forward plank. Exhale it down. Inhale as you roll into cobra and release, exhaling back to your down dog. Hold down dog or drop on down into child's pose. Nice even breaths here. Let's lift back to down dog. With the next inhale, stepping the feet forward, come back to the fold. Halfway up on an inhale. Exhale back over. And then inhale as you sit back into your chair. Exhale to release. And from here, we'll take a nice big step back with the left foot. Working our way into warrior two. Right toes point forward, left toes cut in, looking for the big toe beyond the right knee. Keeping the shoulders down and relaxed, stretching long through the fingertips. Take the right leg straight, stretch forward over the toes and hinge over into triangle. Keeping the tailbone tucked under, the shoulders and hips stacked. Nice big breaths. We'll come back into warrior two. And release that, stepping back to the top of the mat. Working to the second side here, big step back with the right foot. Bending into the knee, extending through the arms. Remember to adjust. Always looking for alignment. Transitioning into triangle. Moving back to warrior two. Releasing back to the top of the mat. Working into balance here. If you'd like to step away from your mat or move near a wall just in case. We're going to take all the weight over into the right foot, lifting the left. Open at the knee and bring the left foot to the inside of the right leg. Anywhere but on the knee joint will work. Hug the legs together, tucking the tailbone down. The hands can come together at center. Or maybe extend, keeping the palms together or opening the arms as you reach them to the sky. And if you'd like, you can actually even look up at the lifted hands. Smooth, easy breaths here. Bringing it back to center and then releasing. Moving to the second side. So shifting the weight, let the right knee open and bring the foot in here. Same idea, anywhere but on the knee joint will work. Hugging the legs together, tucking the tailbone down, palms can come to touch, or the arms can extend skyward. Changing the gaze can be a little tricky, so maybe look up or not. Bring it back to center and release the right foot. Let's inhale the arms, reaching skyward. Exhale yourself over into a fold. And from here, step back, down dog. Dropping down to the knees, sitting back in child's pose. Coming to sit up on the heels, and then bringing the legs around front. Let's take inner thigh rotation here so that we're upright on the pelvis. Engage through the belly. Inhale and extend the arms up toward the sky. Exhale as you bring yourself over into a fold. Let your hands fall where they do. That may or may not be your toes. Keep the shoulders down and back so the spine stays long. With an inhale, coming back up again. Exhaling the arms back to the sides. Let's bring the heels to align. Coming into easy pose. Taking a twist here, bring the right hand over to the left knee, left hand behind the body. Keeping the spine long. Releasing back to the center and taking the second side. Release and come back to center. Finding a seated meditation here or dropping down to your back and resting back in Sravasana. Allowing the body to still. Keeping the mind quiet. Giving yourself just a few minutes to simply rest. Remember, you can stay here as long as you'd like. Namaste.